come on home, there's no one around. Watch a new video and turn up the sound. Giving opinions, you know that's a fact. We've got Abigail and Jason watching a Finn react.
Are we ready? Hello, Abigail and Jason, and welcome to Finn Reacts episode
32.
Welcome. Today we're going to be watching another Star Kid musical, The Trail to Oregon, because I'm chasing the views, baby.
Jesus Christ!
Obviously, as you know, I've seen a Harry Potter musical, the first one. I've seen Me and My Dick, and I've seen a Harry Potter sequel. So those are the full Star Kid musicals I've seen. Now I know there's some in between that and A Trail to Oregon, but to be honest, I haven't really been keeping up with it. Just watching them. They're quite long. And I did see a comment that said, there's comments that say they want me to watch stuff like, was it Black Friday, Trail to Oregon, and the guy who didn't like musicals, those are the newest ones, just as sort of a comparison to what their old musicals look like and the new ones, just sort of the progression. So I thought it wouldn't be too bad if I skipped out the middle ones a bit. I probably will go back and watch them as well, but yeah, Trail to Oregon today. I didn't like have any like clips to watch, so I'm just gonna watch the whole thing. Right, so I think all I know about Trail to Oregon, I don't know anything about it, I'll be honest. It's a western musical. A Wild West musical. That's literally all I know. Here we go. It's the Pacific Northwest. If anyone's wondering, the Pacific Northwest of the United States of America. Does the audience get to name her? It's amazing. Titty mitty. First number, right. First impressions. I like that the audience has just come up with names. It's got a slight improv feel. I wonder if that's going to be just a theme throughout the whole show. Is that what the whole show is kind of based on? Is the audience? Is this a what do you call it? What's the thing? Oh fuck! It's the Black Mirror thing. This is going to be worth it. Bandersnatch. This is the Bandersnatch of musicals. They keep revolutionizing the musical. I don't know if that's what this is, but I'd be fully up for it if it was. They should have made Bandersnatch a musical. Star Kid should do Bandersnatch the musical. Anyway, I enjoyed that first number. Let's carry on.
And we also have no choice because our farm burned down.
Yes, honey, our farm burned down, hence we are here. But you know what?
Exposition.
Sometimes things just happen.
Exposition.
And sometimes God, occasional. There's lots to learn.
Whoa.
It is your
Okay.
favorite, not all of them.
Do you know, on the stance that the person who was saying that how the musicals have changed from how they were back in the very pop musical they said now to this one. One thing I just did notice is the camera work is exceptional. There was a very quick. They've obviously rehearsed with the cameras in that way. I don't know how they produce, like, or where they do these musicals, because I was of the impression at the time when I was watching a very pop musical, it was just like their sort of college friends. But I don't know what they do now. But I feel like most of their audience is an online audience, and so it makes sense to invest in sort of the way it's filmed and produced online. That's really cool. Who's the girl who played Malfoy and the fact she was like one of my favourites in those musicals. I can already tell her character in this is going to be one of my favourites in this. It's just so weird already how her character's slightly obsessed with the family being naked, and then wanted to go skinny dipping. I also really like I don't know the actors' names. The guy who's playing the guy who played Ron Weasley. I like his character in this. The guy who's like switching hats. It reminds me of if you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. Anyway.
Declare independence. Declare I-N-D-E-N-D.
I don't know if this is another observation of the like things improving in the new. I don't know. Maybe some fans think it hasn't improved. Maybe they don't like the sort of new style of the musicals. But I don't know what the fans think. Their choreography has always been really good.
Oh, hello, ma'am. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I was just making sexual advances on your daughter. It was perfectly consensual, too. I want to make your daughter my bride. All right.
She's a child.
My child bride. Okay, please.
Oh.
Oh, I broke my ankle. There's a hole in the wagon, Dad.
It's not a whole crackle. It's called a
There's a whole wagon, Dad. May I say, just right now, this audience is way too keen with these names. I wouldn't trust this audience with my life. Who comes up? Who's ready with dick rats like that?
Can't say I tell a difference in bed. My beautiful fat. I'm a kitty.
Vast majority of this musical so far has just been chilling out, singing songs. Not saying I have a problem with that. I'm just pointing it out. I'm just making a point. That's what's happening. I'm just clarifying for myself mostly. Right, I'm just trying to keep up. There is an enemy. There's an enemy to be established. Good song. Good song. This is what we need. Exposition into Crab Hole character. I wonder, because what I was saying about their like fan base being quite an online fan base, and this is like the definitive recording of it, and you've got this specific audience choosing these characters' names. I assume they did other performances of this at some point where there's different names. But I wonder if there's any drama amongst the fan base about what their official name. There probably isn't. It seems like quite a nice fan base, but that would be. I wonder if someone who is such a big fan has gone through and found out what each of the characters' names were in every single separate performance. That would be interesting. So I don't think this is going to be. Well, no, they did do, what was it, Rat Fox. Their last name was Rat something. They kind of have continued with the improv stuff, but I don't know. Maybe they will continue with it. But it's not quite Bandersnatch yet. It's nothing that's as detrimental to the plot as Bandersnatch. It's just been named so far, so we'll see. Crab Hole's my favourite character so far. In
Reach out, poke it.
the piano player in the background looks so serious.
Pick it up. And if it doesn't
Why
try
is he so serious? Is the pianist in the background? It's like, you're watching the show. Is he okay?
Guys, I don't know. Maybe we should just take off all our clothes, find a lake and jump in it. Oh, that is so stupid. No! kill an animal, Grandpa?
I'm talking about my own personal war against lobsters.
This is after. This is after the Civil War, if I'm not mistaken. Well, he said it was. Wait.
Yeah, I never hesitated during the War of 1812. I killed so many.
Oh, so he's saying he fought during the War of 1812. It must be mid to late 1800s then. Right? I have no idea, honestly.
I just learned to walk and my legs are still shaky. I'm brand new.
Oh no.
Shoot the baby.
No.
Shoot the baby.
Shoot the
You
baby.
ain't going nowhere with them shaky legs.
But they're talking to me. Mama, Papa, please wait up for me. I'm just a few days old and walking is still new and exciting for me. Oops, I slipped. Careless, wait. Oh no, I can't shoot them. They're a family. And can't anyone else hear them talking? Am I going mad?
Oh, is this
All right, crab.
a little magic? A little mystery and magic?
Make your first kill, but
Crab Hole can hear animals talk?
let me give you. When you wake up with mud on your teeth. And you don't even know where it came from.
I like that song. Oh, I like this aspect.
Kill you, you son of a bitch.
Oh no! I better get out of here. If only I could get my shaky legs to run for the first time. Oops. I slipped. Goddamn hunky. Just eat my
Hunky.
right in front of me.
Do it, motherfucker.
Fuck. I gotta look up the guy who's playing Ron Weasley guy. Why don't I know his name? Yeah, Joey Richter. I really like him in this, especially now I've just looked up the cast because it's like everyone. Some of them play like a couple of other characters, and then his character's just McDoon / everyone else. So he's pretty sick, I gotta say. Oh, we got the first act.
Beautiful furniture.
That's my son, Crab Hole, the baby killer. Proud of you, son.
Luck to you. Bye, Grandpa. I'm going to heaven now.
Have some fun for me.
Okay, what if it's God's will that one of us dies? No one is going to die. I promise. Farmer, but not the wealthy kind. I wanted to be a dancer.
all the performances in this musical so far have been so like good. You can't really say there's a person in, and this musical particularly. There's not as many people in this musical, but every single one of them, and maybe that contributes to it a little bit. But every single one of them is great. And I also really like what I think is good about Star Kid musicals, which I think they've carried on throughout from the old ones to now, and up until this one at least. It's just like the sort of simplicity of it in the production. I like how you don't really you kind of have to suspend your disbelief. Is that what people say? A lot, sort of really playing into just sort of the stupidity of the musical, and they definitely did that in like a very pop musical and stuff. I just like it when it's quite simple and you just have to use your imagination a bit, and that's what Star Kid does really well, in my opinion. It's gonna swallow it. It's gonna swallow it. I knew it. Ooh, okay.
Tell me, how will we die?
Oh, it is, okay.
You guys are good people.
We'll say dysentery.
Dysentery.
Could have chosen. This audience is pissing me off. Sorry. I just feel like, I don't know, especially in an improv suggestion situation, you could be choosing more fun things. I get that it's a Western music, Wild West musical, but dysentery. Sorry, I've just noticed them in the background. It's like every time there's someone with animal masks on, it's just like the Wicker Man for me. But I mean, dysentery. You could have chosen any way for them to die. I just feel like it's a bit boring. Sorry. It's just... Oh. No, it's going to be good. I want to enjoy this. I do like that they've continued with the prov, though. The suggestions. The bloody Bandersnatch. Oh, he died of snake poison. I mean, are the rest of them now going to die of dysentery? Is that how that works? Oh. Are you going to kill one of them? One of them is going to die of dysentery.
Well, you know what they say.
This is being filmed on another day now, and I may or may not have been spoiled. Something may have been spoiled for me for the ending, but I'm not going to say it because maybe it hasn't. Just because YouTube then recommends you stuff afterwards, but you know. Anyway, let's continue. Yes, I am wearing this on another day for consistency's sake. I'm thinking of the viewer.
Hey, daughters of things. Cletus, Josh. What you talking?
That was good. Oh, that was... Oh, okay. I stopped that at completely the wrong time yesterday. That was the end of the first act. We're getting all these... Great. All these characters' songs they're getting each. But have we ever had... I'm not sure if we've had a Crab Hole solo yet. It's Crab Hole, isn't it? But waiting for the Crab Hole solo. Oh my god. I'd love a whole song that's just the Crab Hole character is just talking about skinny dipping. Please. Right, if that doesn't happen, then I'm gonna kill myself.
Whoa! Close that door now, please, and thank you upon
Who does this sound like? That character sounds like one of John Mulaney's voices that he does. Maybe it sounds like when he's doing the voice of the guy, he goes, one feels like a duck splashing around in all this wet. And he's doing all that. That's who that sounds like.
Oh, dying, huh? Yeah. We all.
I really want to know, because I know I've already gone over this, but it seems like dysentery is something that they would have written into a Wild West show. But except it was shouted out by the audience, right? It just seems like a bit of a waste of that opportunity. It seems like that bit should be like him recalling on what the audience says, but it just seems like something that would be in the show anyway. I don't know, it's fine, but whatever.
Or Mike's Hard Lemonade really bring a family together.
What is this?
Hold it right there.
Is this like another what do you call it? Harry Potter musical ones? They had the sweets. I can't remember what they're called now, but is that like another situation here?
No. They did that ring for the bottle of booze.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Right. That seems fair enough. Yeah. Just got my hopes up for a second there.
Can't take care of this dog anymore.
Hi. Hey, he's just trying to do his best. He's trying to take the family on an adventure.
The rest of your vacation.
This family's falling apart.
I've never banished any lobsters to the sea. I know that, Dad. They banished me to the land.
What?
What are you talking about? What a bird brain, right?
What was that? He's playing so many characters. He's so talented.
Why were any cause? Nope. You really went for it there. I know that based on what you just saw, you wouldn't believe it, but I played Tony in Independence Community Theater's production of West Side Story a couple years ago. It's like big fish, small pond, but I was proud.
Is that real?
All right, I want the best wagon. Right, that would be my wagon. Here, the keys, jingle, jingle. And I want food.
Jingle, jingle.
Where is your goddamn shoe?
I should have stayed with
Another
Dad.
good example of
Grandpa!
rehearsing with the cameras. Okay, that was good. Was that Speed Run? I think Speed Run might be one of my favourite songs so far.
To make you his child bride.
Stop saying child bride.
Child bride, I like that. I like that a lot. You're the kind of woman I can share my
I hate
life
child
with.
bride.
Does his suit- Didn't know there was a ridge there. All right, on the count of three, we're...
Hold on, listen, Mom. Listen, I'm all for a quick, skinny but if we go in there, we could die.
Oh, the lobsters are going to come into play.
I thought I drowned for sure.
Is the Lobster King? I knew it! Unless this is just a dream. I don't know what's going on in this musical, man. There's so many different things.
Well, without further ado, a family member dying of dysentery tonight is, drumroll please.
Oh, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Bandersnatch? Hang on. What? I didn't know this would be a thing. Do I get to choose? So why I thought I got spoiled as to what happens is because there's a video here that says Trail to Oregon ending, son dies. And I thought, I spoiled the ending, the son dies. But now obviously what's happened is that's the specific ending where the son dies. I don't want that ending though. Can I choose a different ending? It is Bandersnatch. I'm gonna go for Father Dies. Just because, I don't know, he's the character I've connected to least, I guess. Also, it's the first option. Let's just go for that.
Stars as a whisper, feel a rumbling, and itching at your soul. You
Surely.
can hold
Okay, I might have gotten this wrong
the
then.
urge keeps growing stronger, and then
I think
you know.
for some reason I thought I saw when they asked how it was going to die, the audience said dysentery. But it seems very geared towards dysentery anyway, so I don't know. Who knows?
When you gotta go, it's time to get the hell out of here. Go.
Oh, I just realised this relates back to something they said at the start, where if they were talking about Grandpa dying or something like that, and he was like, when you gotta go, and then he was like, you're talking about shitting, right? But this relates another fact which tells me that maybe it was always going to be. Clearly was always going to. They were always going to die of dysentery. I'm confused. It's fine. It's fine.
We got to life.
It's a Christmas miracle.
So no matter what, none of them die.
Look, everybody.
What that means. Come on, buddy. The water's just
Yeah. I knew it had to happen.
water fight. Splashy, splashy. There's nothing more fun than dropping trout and getting some sun. Got freckles or some pus.
This is. I know I wanted this, but this is weird. Well. There we go. I got what I wanted in the end. I thought overall that was good. There was a lot of different things happening, and so which meant that I was like, oh, I hope this happens, and they did pull through on a lot of stuff. I think what it did well was they threw a lot at it. They got a lot of ideas, but they didn't fall short on many of those ideas. That's cool. I still want to find out if there's like other performances where they had different names, but yeah, overall that was good. I think I might do a bit of an afterthoughts section now. Afterthoughts on the musical. So over to you, Finn, in the afterthoughts life, in the afterlife. Thanks, Finn. Now I know this video is pretty long already, and I wanted to keep this bit pretty brief, but I just written some things down in the process of editing, stuff that I wanted to comment on, and I'm honestly now just going to read them out. So there's just some things that I'd written down that I thought maybe might be interesting to mention, and it's not going to be that funny. I've just written some things down and I'm going to read them. In all honesty, I thought, I'll keep it brief. How do you keep things brief and maybe make it interesting? I know, I'll do a rap about the stuff that I've written, like a little 30-second rap to keep it all succinct and together. And then I wrote the rap and I recorded it, and I think it's the worst thing I've heard in my life. So I'm not gonna torture you with such awful use of the English language. Just a few afterthoughts. That's all. I thought the baby ox was a very cute thing, and the saddest point in the play for me, the musical. That bit doesn't matter. Right, another suggestion. I wanted to clear the thing up about how I was confused about the dysentery bit, because in the show, and I don't think this is my fault, I've contemplated over it, I don't think it's my fault, because it seems like that bit, it's proved, and they go, well, how are we going to die? And someone shouts out dysentery, and then they say, first time. So I think, usually, and again, I think it's something down to that audience being a bit too keen, but I think usually what would happen is they would go, how will we die? And then people keep shouting until someone said dysentery. Alright, I don't know, I haven't found anything online about how that bit has worked in other shows. But obviously it's always dysentery, because there's a whole song about dysentery. And they don't just improv that. But that's fine. I suppose I noticed some similarities to South Park. Things seemed quite South Parky. That was just the sort of thing that I noticed. Especially the farting sequence. That's like a South Park thing, isn't it? Those Canadian comedians farting all the time, because farts are funny. I'd like to see, as well as the offshoot Bandersnatch musical, I'd like to see a whole musical about the Lobsters. That would be fun. Maybe in rap form. I also noticed when I was going back, the foreshadowing of when they were talking about Crowdhole having to kill an animal, and right at the beginning of the show, Dad's going, "You won't have to kill an animal, son." And it's just nice. It's rewarding for the people who go back and watch it again. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I think that's all I wanted to say. If you've gotten this far, thanks. Thanks from me and this guy. We're the same guy. That was Finn Reacts. I think that's it. That's all I wanted to say, right? Drop a like if you want to hear my rap. It's bad.